Well, time for another data visualization. Note that this is basically a development test and request for feedback, because I think there's quite some potential in it, but I'm not quite happy with the output, and maybe I'm missing some important thing here, or maybe I'm seeing something that is simply not there. And now there's some commentary about the data background and some interpretations and other stuff. And you should focus on more on the movement of the battles and not on the battles themselves, because, well, I had to speed it up. These are more than 3,000 battles, so it's more where they are centered. Yet there's one major problem with the data, and this is the reason why I postponed this several times. I got the data from Wikidata. Now the problem is I only took battles for which I have the geolocation and the date. So if I only have one of these two data points, the battle is not there. Another problem is that the data is sometimes structured, and for instance, for the Second World War, there are a lot of battles missing on the Eastern Front because they were structured behind campaigns or something, because Wikidata is a bit complicated in that way. Also, it's data from the internet, which is mainly in English, so there's a high dominance of English, which I think is pretty good reflected, as you can't see Great Britain anymore. On the other hand, there's basically nothing in China, but I think there were quite a lot of few battles in China. So the question is this a result of Eurocentrism, what you see here? Or is this the result of English-speaking people entering more data? Or is this the result of the Chinese Great Firewall? Or probably a combination of many of those factors. Additionally, the battles are not weighted, so if some nerd for some battle entered all the data on a small skirmish, it's in there, but if someone missed out the geodata for a very important battle, it won't show up. As always, that's the problem with Wikidata. Additionally, I didn't check all the data, but I found at least one error. For instance, the Antlertag in 1940, during the Battle of Britain, the geotag was above Dresden and not above southern England. I fixed this one, but as you can imagine, I can't check 3,000 data points. Or basically 3,000 data points times 3 times, because we have the year, we have the longitude, and we have the latitude. So in a way, this is kind of a test project. I'm not really sure yet how to make the best of the data yet, because this is my main problem. There are so many holes in the data. Yet with such a large amount of data, the holes in the data could actually still be distributed quite evenly, which would mean that certain basic patterns, at least for Europe, could be quite representative. Anyway, if you have any ideas or thoughts on this, please leave them in the comment section. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.